They was some very colorful dudes.
Very Pink Panther and everything.
That's how it is, man. Right here, Bring Your Game Sports Talk Radio. You can always catch the previous and current podcasts on the website. Plus, not to mention the live and direct show that's going to be coming up this Wednesday. You know, you can catch me and Smokey D plus the other two Jive Turkeys. The Mad Motherfucking Listener and Johnny Motherfucking
Makes his
Saint
return.
Cool. Oh, yeah, he going to make his return this Wednesday, man. He been out for 2 days, so don't go ahead and make that happen. And y'all can always catch that on the Blaq Hippie Radio Entertainment.com website and everything else. Right now, we down here talking sports. Right here. Bring Your A-Game Sports Talk Radio. LeVar Ball, he done made his way back into the news again. You know, he got a lot to say about a lot of things, and he do what he do. I'm not mad at him.
And, you know, on this topic, I'm not mad at him neither. But he's got a big-ass battle, uphill battle he's got to fight with this.
Well, he basically, you know, took his... Now he pointed his horn towards the NCAA. His son, LaMelo Ball, is committed to UCLA?
Right, just like his brother.
Sophomore. Yeah, and so he's going to follow in his brother's footsteps. And basically, in the NCAA rules, is like, you know, you can't have like no outside business outside the NCAA as long as you under a scholarship.
Right.
You hear what I'm saying? So, but
you said under a scholarship, right?
Yeah. Hold on, we're going to clear that out. So, therefore, with that, LeVar Ball like, damn you, NCAA, he going to get the shoe contract. I'm sealing my son's future. This has nothing to do with basketball play. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm getting everything.
So, I'm with him on this one. Because the NCAA has been soaking up a lot of money off a lot of players for a lot of years. You remember this was the problem in Michigan, the Fab Five.
Soaking up, hell, they were in a vacuum, man.
Tornado.
I still, man, you just brought up something. How the hell millions are made and they had to beg for
billions?
Billions. Now it's billions. But these players, they tell you how they live, they got to beg for pizza or to get something to eat. And you got the nerve to have all these rules and regulations towards that. So if he breaks that wall, man, hey, much love to you. But you said scholarship, so I'm thinking he's 2 years left, right?
Come as a walk-on.
Or, yeah, y'all make that money, hell, you can pay for him to go to college.
Exactly. Come in as a walk-on.
And that's going to start something, though. That really is going to start something. And I hope it shakes the pillars of the guys in the NCAA.
It do. I really hope it do, because the NCAA is a whole different system in itself. A very vicious system. And I don't like it.
Slavery shit, I'm telling you, man.
I don't like how they treat these players, and they just benefit and profit off of it. And some of these kids, they just sit up in these rooms and starve.
And they get as much money in TV deals as the NFL or the NBA.
And some of them come from families that really don't have much. And when you put them out there and all you do is just throw them a small piece of the bone and not get them the full bone, what you think they're going to do? That's why a lot of them went out and they broke in dorm rooms in order to steal stuff to go pawn in order so they can eat and do all that other shit, man. Because some of these athletes, they are on scholarships, but they not going to reach that next level.
Or
you get what I'm saying?
You got boosters who actually want to give them a little money in their pockets, got appreciation of doing well in programs, and the NCAA, oh no, you can't do that. Why? Like you said,
there's no money out your pocket,
right?
But so, then NCAA, oh well, we're giving them a good education. We're showing them something different. Bullshit.
Or they use money for other programs,
fuck that,
in their universities or something like that. Yeah, man, it's always been a different the slavery. It's basically slavery, because you don't have them working and doing all of this and making all this money, and you don't give them nothing at all.
Listen, if LaMelo Ball doesn't play NCAA basketball, he can go overseas, play a year or two, then come back, get eligible for the NBA draft. He can do that.
Yeah, I mean, that is another plan. Yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, like, you don't need the NCAA. Yeah, the NCAA would be good, as far as, like, branding him and promoting him even more in this whole game of sports. But at the same time, this is what your father is trying to do for you right now. He's trying to get you to that point of when, like, you don't need these other outside people. You can be your own brand, and he's doing a good job. Even though people don't like the way he's doing it, he's doing a good job in my eyes of keeping them relevant.
Like I say, though, man, when the way he's coming at this, I mean, I really do give him a lot of respect, because I mean, if nobody does this, then they're gonna continue to keep doing what they do in the NCAA, and maybe he can get people to follow suit, and then get maybe other parents or start getting other organizations involved to start shaking down this cash cow that they got over there, which they being greedy and don't want to share, especially with the ones who are putting in the work for you.
Now this is the shit that irritates me. Guess how much LaMelo Ball shoe gonna cost? And to his credit, it looked better than the first. What's the first one? Lonzo. It looked better than his shoe.
What, $325?
$395.
$395.
So much the shoe gonna cost? That's the shit that bothers me.
I'll do some research to see where it's made. I really want to know what it's made of and where it's made.
Jay-Z bought 3 pair, not LaMelo's. He bought Lonzo's. He bought 3 pair. I understand the whole supporting of black business and trying to get them started, because that's what everybody else. I understand that. Like I say, I have nothing against this, man.
But you know what? You bring that up.
But my problem is the price of these damn shoes, man.
Right. That's why I say something just came in my head. Starberries. Remember how much those were?
What, when they was in Walmart and shit?
They were at Stephen Barry's over there. Like, I remember that at North Riverside.
They was like, what, $39?
Yeah. And that was his own company, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
Starberries is a big hit over in Asia.
Dude, why you gotta charge so much though? That's what I want to know. Are you saying, okay, could you pay this much for a company that's not black owned? Why don't you pay this price for a black owned company? Because I charge somebody, and I know that cats in the hood might be getting it. Hey, give me $50, man. We support each other.
Mm-hmm.
Not no $395.
Right.
Man, are you gonna fly with Icarus or something like that if I put them on? I mean, really, I want to know what am I paying for? This should motivate us even more to come out and do our own thing, because it is the whole point of making it and people buying it and making a profit. But that $395 on that shoe, that's like my only gripe. Everything else he's doing, hey man, do what you do. But me personally, I have to catch your shoes when they on sale. Half that price, I'll support you. $395, that's a car note. That's part of the mortgage. That could be some bills toward Blaq Hippie Radio Entertainment. I want the same thing. I want the same thing you own, man. You get what I'm saying? So, that's like my whole thing that goes down with LeVar Ball. I have no problem with he doing with promoting his kids and putting them out there so they can be the best that they can be. Let's not get that wrong. He's doing what every person would do for their child. Right or wrong? Well, yeah, you should live out in their future. I told you I got different opinions on how you do that, but hey.
I mean, that's just his character. So how can you be mad at him?
Oh, I ain't never been mad at anybody. I mean, I might disagree on what you're doing or how you do it, but I'm never mad at him about nothing. So just being the face and the publicist and the owner, that's what he is. But like I say, this whole other thing with the NCAA, I stand behind him on that one.
Yeah, man. So I'm with him on that one too, man. I get behind you to take on them motherfuckers there, man. Like, for real. Man.
Yeah, but let's talk about his idiot son.
What happened? Oh. Go ahead.
Everybody knows how I feel about certain things out here. This music they call nowadays. But Lonzo Ball, he says no one listens to Nas anymore. Real hip hop is Migos and Future.
Hey man, you got a lot of grown people that listen to that shit, man.
I understand that, but I don't think they ever say.
Country Wayne called the Mexicans the Migos. Go ahead, man. That's just a joke he said at the comedy show. Go ahead, man.
Well, hell, they act like it sometimes, man.
Especially when they dress, man.
Look here, fam. There's always been a foundation of history, and somebody was a part of. You can't just go by you being 18. You ain't fully developed your brain yet, man.
Nowadays, at that age, they think they done seen it all and done it all. And one thing, he didn't reach the little fame and fortune, so his opinion is gonna be very well intaked by a lot of people. You get what I'm saying? So,
well, he didn't got so bad that T.I. done lashed out on him and told him, man, he needs to calm down and he needs to really stay in the boy's place. And then you got Lil B, the bass guy, Curse. He's talking about throwing that curse on you because of your idiotic statement.
Lil B is for shit.
Yeah, you didn't encounter his rap now.
Oh shit. How you come across this dude rap, man?
And then Nas' manager was like, "Oh well, thanks, Lonzo. He never heard of you neither." So, they might not listen to it. You know what I'm saying? I understand.
But Nas got an album coming out soon, man, because it's gonna be good for his album sales.
I think in a couple weeks, not in a couple weeks, maybe in a couple months.
Yeah, it's gonna be good for his album sales.
Hey, we had our thing of what we listened to. And, my father and them and listening to Curtis Blow and everything like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I listened to it. It was cool, but I was into, Ice Cube and Spice Ones and, Wu-Tang, as we always mention this. But I always gave the utmost respect for the ones who paved the way for them to come down and say.
I understand.
And I knew my parents wouldn't listen to the stuff I listened to, so I had to respect that too.
I understand.
For somebody to say, "Oh, they don't listen to that no more," just trying to throw a diss like that. I mean, that's what I take with it.
Nas just had a single that came out with DJ Khaled, and he still got new songs coming out. And
then you got Khaled. If Khaled saying he relevant, then he's still relevant, right. Lonzo.
Because what Khaled say, they don't want you to be on top. Well, Lonzo Ball, you gonna form into the day. Khaled talk about, man. You gonna be they. But man, Joe, I'm tired of you light-skinned dudes, man. I'm just let me stop joking around, man. But seriously, man, Joe, Nas gonna forever be one of the greats, man. Lonzo Ball, he just a young dude who coming up in a different era, and that's what's being played and that's what's being flashed and everything else. It's no different from my era when, like I play Eric B. and Rakim, They rode around with the big gold chains and everything else, Everybody else walking through that was up on hip hop, the big dope dealers had the gold chains, right?
I ain't got no problem with that. All I say is
you got to figure music is a trend. It's also generation wise because you can pinpoint a lot of things and a lot of events around music during that time.
But you can admit, man, a lot of this stuff right now is gibberish, man. It don't sound like
it's not hip hop.
It don't sound like
it's
evolved.
Just noise.
You mentioned, like, we talking about Rakim, and then we listen to Nas. I'm not gonna say Nas is better than Rakim. I'm gonna say that Nas took a style. He listened to Rakim, got influenced by him.
He evolved it,
and he turned it to something. And you listen to him, and you wowed by it. I don't get that now, man. I don't get wowed by none of these little cats, man. And it's literature. Rakim. Basically, what it is literature and how you write this stuff down.
Rakim spits poetry.
Yeah.
You can study from Rakim's rhymes. Like, you can put them in the university and study. You get what I'm saying? So, it's like, that is where a lot of people got this style that they have now. Lyrical wordplay. A lot of these great MCs, that's where it come from. It come from Rakim, whether they don't want to admit it or not. He may talk about different things, but at the same time, his wordplay and how he put things together, a lot of them come from that.
And I think that's what's missing with a lot of these MCs.
Hip hop didn't have that. You weren't used to that.
Right. That's why I say it's
It's like a
literature to me.
lyrical